Hi, my lovely people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Y'all. When I watched the video that Jasmine just released, that she was doing her Vlogmas intro in, when she was showing Chris and he was sitting on the couch playing with Legendary, only thing I could think of is he get it from his daddy. He get it from his daddy. And then it was like, oh, you your daddy's son. Hey, you your daddy's son. Hey. Y'all, I tell you, those are the two things that were going through my head, okay? Because, baby, I don't know what is going on with Chris and that hairline and that big old, it looked like a long widow's peak. Now, excuse me, sir. We have seen Chris out here for the past few months being bald, right? But he made a comment when he was at that what were they at the Mexican food restaurant? Oh, y'all like my hair? I think I'm gonna let it grow back. Honey, there's nothing to grow back, babe. There's nothing. I hate to break it to you. You could get on here and call me a weirdo like you had before, a peasant, nosy. But I'm here to tell you, my dear, there is nothing for you to grow back. Your hair only grows, to where your ears begin. You got the George Costanza going on. A little bit of the Donald Trump. I don't know if you're going to take the widow's peak that is coming, back in the front and try and swoop it over to one side. Baby, them is some cow licky hair. But I see now. I see now. I see now. Y'all got me calling this baby patches and everything else. Got me out here being messy. But when I tell you, I see where he get it from. He get his edges from his mama and everything else from his daddy. The baby is starting to look more and more like his daddy every day, especially round the hair. I'm sorry. Somebody had to say it. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, honey. Now let's get on into it, okay? Because I had to get that out. As I'm watching the video and she's putting all the kids down there and, they're taking their pictures. Honey, if you don't ever, this is my thing. Jasmine, do you watch your own content? You must not. So I don't even know why I asked that question. With some of the stuff that you leave in your videos, I'm 100% sure you're not watching your own videos. But if you go watch that intro, okay, you have Caitlin and you have Amaya. They get up there, they do their thing. But then you put Ava up there. Ava does one pose, and every time the camera clicks, goodness, she looked like she was in shock. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to tell the truth. And Aiden, he was biting, and I mean biting, on the daggone lights that were plugged up. He was about to get electrocuted. He already looked like his daddy, but we don't want Aiden having them bubble eyes falling out. No. He was about to get shot. Let me tell you something. If she would go back and rewatch this in all serious, she would see that obviously those children may have a mild case of autism just by, and what I mean by that is the twins. Now, when she put Legendary down there, Legendary was doing his own thing and bobbling and things. I'm not even going to lie. I was just happy that the baby could sit up on his own. I was so happy that when she put Legendary down, he could sit up on his own for a whole 20 seconds because, honey, we ain't seen it. I mean, we just going to keep it real. We ain't seen that happen. The way he was so-called crawling and he's past one and still can't walk. I was just happy that he could sit up on his own, okay? I was. But anywho, if she would sit and look at Aiden and Ava, she would see that, and I have said this before, some children that are autistic, it comes out in different ways. They don't like lights. They don't like noises. They don't like flashes. Their focus is off. And if you were to ever look, Jasmine, at your intros, at your videos, you would see that every time you turn the flash or camera on them, they just get this weird look on their face, like it gives them something and makes their skin crawl. And you need to take a look at that, okay? You really, really do. And I want to straighten something up. I got to check something real quick. So the video I did about Jasmine, where she had this wig on. A lot of people was like, oh, I think Jasmine was looking good. I think the wig looked good. Girl, why? She looked better than she ever. Scratch it. Scratch the record. I don't care how Jasmine looks. That's the thing. I wasn't getting on here to do a reaction on how she looks. I think the wig looks terrible. And that's just me. And I don't even wear wigs, okay? But that's my opinion. This is my thing, y'all. When I made that reaction, she made shorts, right? Listen to the words in the shorts that she's repeating. The words in one of those shorts was, I'm bad in my thoughts, in my mind, in my body. Then she made another short. Oh, you can't stop a strong black woman. And she just was feeling herself so much, like every word that was spoken. And my whole thing is, y'all stay with me when I say this because I mean this, right? Jasmine reminds me of one of the women, and I have worked with a woman like this, and I will talk about it more in live, that they worry about the way that they look, but everything else is a mess, okay? If you are a woman that can sit there, I don't care if you put on a $2,000 wig, okay? Or a $5,000 pair of shoes. That shows that your priorities are jacked up, your mind is to the left, and you swipe right on the wrong man. Because you doing all of this, but you sitting in a house full of roaches. That was my point. Her priorities are wrong. I don't care if she got on here and she thought she was looking like a superstar with 18,000 filters and then Kim Kardashian walked in the background. Baby, that's not the point. The point of the matter is Jasmine wants to have 2 vehicles that look nice that she's got to pay for. Jasmine wants to get on here and pretend to cook. And once she cooks and the food runs out, there's nothing in the refrigerator left for the kids to snack on. Priorities, okay? Also, how can you sit in the house and spin around at a desk chair and spin around, oh, I'm this, I'm that, but you got a man that act like this who can't even fake it till he make it. Everything that he does, he has a fake smile on. He can't stand y'all. And then at the end of the intro, he stood there with his arms wide open like he was, welcoming them all back or whatever the case may be. And the look on his face was like, who farted? Somebody hurry up. He was pulling an Ava and Aiden like he didn't want to be in front of the camera. So that was my point in making that video. Nobody cares if Jasmine looked better than she usually does, because at the end of the day, when she cuts the cameras off and the roaches and the rats and the dog poo and everything else start piling up around her feet, that still means that she has nothing and her priorities are jacked up. If she wouldn't get on here trying to pretend to be something that she wasn't, because at the end of the day, honey, your home and your house is where you lay your head. If it's dirty, if it has roaches, if it does not have food, then how can you even be happy with yourself as a woman? I mean, I'm not even going to say mother, because if you got all that going on, we know you can't be happy as a mother or even want to be a mother. But how can you be happy with yourself as a woman? That's what I was saying. That her priorities are on a teeter-totter, and it's just not, the weight ain't adding up. So one person's in the air and one's stuck on the ground. And unfortunately, on this teeter-totter, Jasmine is always stuck on the ground. She can't do nothing. So it doesn't matter if she has, like I said, Louis Vuitton or she's draped in Michael Kors. When you go home and your house is a mess, that means your life is a mess. Because see, when I walk in my house and I see that my house is clean and it smells good, makes me feel good. See, I'm going to make sure that my home is somewhere that my kids want to be, okay? That's what I meant by it. Y'all, I had to clear it up. I'm sorry. I'm going to see y'all down in the comments below. I'm sorry, y'all. We had to get into it today. I'll see you below.